Okay, hi Michelle.
Hi, Nancy.
So today I wanted to go through using Luna with preservation repository integration. So showing everybody how our integration with Google Cloud Storage. So we did development for the Google Cloud Storage API back in June of 2017, what that looks like when I'm building a collection. So I have some images selected and I have a collection. So I'll start. I think I need to start by going to the collection manager.
Yeah, so we're going to go to the collection manager and I'm going to show you first how to enable the Google Cloud Storage. So scroll down
Okay.
and here at the bottom where it says Google API Services, you'll notice that there's a checkbox below that says Enable Cloud Storage. So
Yep.
check that.
Okay.
So now that you've enabled it, choose if you want Nearline or Coldline.
Okay. Well, Coldline is good. I think Coldline is less expensive than Nearline, and both of them are really pretty reasonable on an annual basis.
Exactly.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
So
So then you have source and associated files checked by default with this, and this will allow those associated files and source images to be uploaded to Coldline now. Now, the next thing you could do if you want, you can check the box that says do not store on the Luna server if you don't want source and associated files also stored on the server that is running your Luna instance.
okay.
So if you do that, then you won't have it in two places. You'll only have it up in
I'll
Coldline.
save on storage costs. So I
Exactly.
may select that. And I can go back and
Click
forth and
save.
I can change that in settings, correct? For the
Right.
uploader? Okay, good. So now, so this is a clean collection called Source and Associated. So I'll go to the uploader.
That's
And,
right. Okay.
And let's start with, so there's a nice batch. I'm in my Source and Associated collection. I see it here. Let's just start with the source image. Is that okay?
That's fine.
All right, so select files and a group of images. And I'm going to go with my edited source image, which is the very nice looking one that I know I want to use in Luna for delivery to my constituents. So for my settings, I think I've already decided that I have a choice. Did I say I was uploading it? Store source image file.
Right. So you have that checked in the collection manager, which means that every single time that you upload images, it's always going to store the source image file. And now you've set your settings so that it will store it to Google's Coldline storage.
Okay, great. So I'll start the upload.
Okay.
So the file is processing. It's just a 14 megabyte file. It looks like it processed away. And if I go to the Luna library, I see the file. And if I go to edit, I can add some descriptive data. Call it my nice image. Save. And I want it to display in Luna so I can go back and see it. And if I go to the media item editor, this is where I can see that it has stored the source in Google's Coldline. And I see the sort of the checksum information as well.
Right.
Nice. Okay. So now I could drop over to Google's Coldline.
Yeah, what you're also going to want to look at is the URL up at the top, eval1, and then if you see the two numbers 44, that's the collection ID.
Ah,
so you can go back to the Google Cloud Storage and look for eval1 with the 44, and then you'll know that's the collection that you've been working in.
Okay, and if I go more,
that is your bucket.
Okay, in the library media, I guess it should be in here. So yeah, Google Cloud Platform is not quite as friendly as Luna is to look at. but the image should be living in here.
Right, and that's fine because really this is ultimately a storage mechanism.
Right, so this is just for the backup. All right, so now if I want to bring in the source, do I go back to the batch? Not the source, I'm sorry, the associated media.
You can actually upload your associated files here in the media item editor by clicking on that plus sign.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, or you could do it also in the uploader, which I can show you in a bit. But go ahead and select your source or your associated file.
So I have one file which is a camera raw file, so it has the .nef. So this is a file I would never display in Luna, but maybe I want to upload it just so I know it lives somewhere, that's in storage, and that it's associated with the image that I'm delivering so that my team members can find it.
Right, and that's an important thing, is that you will not see your associated files display in the Luna Viewer or in the Luna Library, but they will live, like you said, in the Google's cloud storage, and you can always access it, and you can also download those files from the Luna Library or the Luna Uploader.
The associated files.
Mm-hmm.
Great, okay. So I know I can download this file by simply clicking on it, and then it's going to download to my desktop. And so in that case, it's downloading from the Google Cloud Storage instance. And same for this one once it's uploaded. Is it safe for me to leave this window right now, or should I stay here?
I would stay here until the upload is complete, just because you don't want to mess anything up.
Right.
And it may take a while depending on how large the file is.
Right, especially because it is the camera raw format. And so the same, I could have also brought in the other file that I have is an unedited version of this file, which is, cast in sort of magenta tones as opposed to this edited one. So, okay. Okay, so now I do see that file is in. I just had to do a screen refresh, and I see the camera raw file listed below the folder. The other way to upload the file is to use the uploader. So if I go back to the uploader, and we're here with our image, and we're going to go to, there's a tab for associated files.
Right.
Okay.
And so here you can see on the left-hand side under batches, you'll have the exact same batches as you do in the media items tab. So go ahead and click the October 24th batch.
Okay, all right, today.
And this will display all the media items that you have. So much like the library, you can click on the plus button near the media item that you want to upload the associated file to. So you just select it, open it, click upload, and let it process.
Okay, so now it's uploading my uncorrected TIFF format image. So that's great. So I don't have to worry about the camera raw file. I don't have to worry about the unedited TIFF file. They both now live safely in my Google Cloud storage.
Right. And again, you can access them through the library or the uploader in the two ways that we showed you today.
Okay. So if I go to the library, I'm going to select the image and then go to the edit media items. And then I see all three files sort of under this folder. So I have the edited TIFF, the camera raw, and the unedited TIFF file. And I can download them all from here. Great. And if I wanted to go back to the library here, I can also select the image and export my source image that's in Luna from the export button here. And I can go to the viewer. Now I'm here and I'm looking at this image in the uploader, and I can either go back to the library or I can view my image in the viewer. So I only have one file here, source and associated. I go browse all, I see my file. I haven't even added any descriptive data. But if I go back to the library and I see it in the library, I can also export this image here from the library. So if I choose to export the image, one of my options here now is source for exporting source in the library, or go to the image, select the image and go edit by media items. And this is where I'm able to export source for the image that I'm displaying in the Luna Viewer, as well as the Camera Raw image and the unedited file.
No,
Very
right.
exciting. Good. Thank you, Michelle.
You're welcome.